What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. Walmart is in dire need of a logo redesign, and today that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to set a timer for 20 minutes and see what I can put together for Walmart. Before I get started, please remember to hit like and subscribe at the bottom, and also click the bell for notifications to be notified every time I upload new content. Now let's get started. Okay, so the very first thing that I want to look at is the logo history of Walmart. So let's go ahead and I'm going to copy this and drop this into my document right here, and just kind of enlarge that a little bit so that we can get a nice look at it. So before I actually get started in looking for typography and things like that, I am just gonna kind of go over some of this, like back in 1962, it's just a real, your typical sans serif type of type and everything. It starts to get a little bit more personality when we get to like 1964. They go with like this Western look, and then they put that inside of this, I guess now what would be called a very generic shape, but back during this time, late 60s and everything, it was very fashionable. And I actually do remember this just really briefly because, like in 1991, it's this says that they stopped using this in 91, but I was 8 years old in 1991, so I do kind of remember this. I definitely remember this this switch over to, I'm not sure if this is Helvetica Bold. If it is, it looks a little bit wider than Helvetica Bold. In fact, my favorite one has always been this one, the 1992 to 2008, the Walmart logo with the star. I've always really liked that one, even though it's very, very simple. Like, it's super simple, but I think that's probably why it works so well. And ever since 2008, I have hated this logo. I hate everything about it. Like, I just do. I don't like the type. I can't stand this symbol. What is that supposed to be? It's like, I think I've said this before. It reminds me of, like, you remember like back in the 90s, you'd have those action movies and they would have like those really generic, like, corporation type of logos. That's exactly what this one looks like. This one right here in the bottom right. The bottom left one, this Walmart with this blue strong typography with that star, like, it's just so much stronger than this logo. And like, it just, like, I go into Walmart every now and then, but this logo, every time I look at it, it makes me not want to go in. So anyway, I'm done with my rant. Now let's fix it. So I don't want to waste any of your time actually like going through and looking through these fonts. So I'm going to speed up this portion of the video just so I can, just kind of go through, discover some fonts, and then after that we'll start the timer. Okay, so I have a few that I want to try out here. So the ones that I'm going to be trying are, so I wrote them down. I'm going to try Arvo, Gibson, and Usual. And I think that I've used Arvo in the past, but I don't think I've ever used Gibson or Usual for anything, at least not that I can remember. So those are the fonts I'm going to use. And let's go ahead and just get them. Oh, wait, let me clear my filters there. Okay, there we go. All right, Arvo. The reason why I chose Arvo is kind of like a callback to this retro, like super retro look. And I'm kind of looking at, like, I was kind of thinking, like, what would happen if you combine, the modern typography that they have right here, which I hate. So basically just like combining this nice bold sans serif type with a slab serif. And Arvo really jumped out at me. So it's something that I definitely want to try. And so let's go with, let's look at Gibson, and I would probably go with like semi-bold with that one. And then let's look at Usual. And I think extra bold would work well for this one. So what we'll do is we'll just type out Walmart in all three of these. Wait, what am I doing? I forgot to set my timer. Let me do that. Here I am over here trying to cheat, right? Okay. All right, so, and I do have my headphones plugged in, so I know when my timer goes off. Okay, so Walmart and Walmart. Okay, so at first glance, I think any of these would work. However, like, I don't know, there's something like, I kind of want to go like a little bit radical, like just a little bit radical today. We might as well, because Walmart is not Walmart's not really a client of mine, obviously. You know, I wouldn't be making this video, or maybe I would. Maybe I would just, you know, record it and then just wait until much later to actually release it. But they're not paying me to do this, so I am going to. I don't know. I think that I want to do something completely different than what we're used to seeing with Walmart, and I definitely do want to bring in a star of some kind. So I want to have some fun with this one first, and just kind of see what I can do. And for some reason, I'm wanting to change their color from blue to orange. I don't know why, but I just want to, so I'm just gonna do it. All right, so maybe something like that. Like it's kind of like a Big Lots type of color, but let's just pretend like in this world of the new Walmart logo that Big Lots just doesn't exist. So, and I think that that's probably an easy thing to pretend, because I don't remember the last time I went into a Big Lots. So nothing against Big Lots. I actually found a lot of cool things from Big Lots back in the day, and I used to love going there when I was a kid. So let me do this. Let me undo and let me make a copy of this and just kind of stick it right here, just in case I need to come back to it for anything. The first thought that I had when I was when I was kind of going through this is, what if we did this and, you know, like put the star right here. But the only problem that I see with that is that we've got two A's. You know what I mean? Like, so we've got two A's going on here. I don't know if this is necessarily going to work, but I do want to at least try it. So, you know, they say try everything, try all of the ideas that you have, and so I'm just going to do that. Okay, and let's grab these. Did I just say okay? I think I said okay. Whatever. Okay, so let's kind of bring this over, kerning a star. So that's interesting. Okay, and bring this to about right there. Looks good. And now let's just kind of kern the rest. Actually, the rest of these look really good. So, I think that it's possible that this could work. Let's just kind of see what that looks like right there. And I'm going to go ahead and just combine this together, and we'll just kind of save that as an iteration. So I'm going to make another iteration right here. And I want, so like, let's see what it looks like when we bring in the hyphen right there. And I do want to include the star in each iteration that I do here. So I wonder if that might look good. Like maybe the star on the left side. I actually do like this black and orange, despite the Halloween feel. And I don't hate these lowercase letters, although they really do need to be kerned. So let's do that. And this only just needs to be tightened up a little bit. And then just kind of bring these in right here. I just had the idea of I just had the idea of putting a circle around the star, and then I realized what that actually means. So maybe not the best option. I wonder if so if we grabbed this orange right here and head over to color.adobe.com. Let's check out some colors that are like a direct complementary to it. You know, maybe like this light blue. Well, actually, I don't really like the light blue. So let's try this right here. I actually like that. That's pretty cool. So yeah, so this one right here, I believe that, you know, this is going to be like a split complementary. What if we just do, like, what if, you know what? What if, right? Let's just go nuts. You want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts. And I actually do kind of like this right here. But I think that for some reason that orange, well, actually, now that I look at this, like, I'm trying to think, like, you know, there's obviously like my individual taste. I like orange. I like orange a lot. But, you know, you also got to think about the actual customer base, like the existing customer base. If they're gonna see this logo, then they're gonna expect it to be probably this color, or maybe this light blue right here or something like that. And I actually don't mind, so the color sample itself actually picked up on a darker version of it, but let's see what happens if we zoom all the way in and go that lighter blue route. So I don't hate this, and I actually kind of like this, like, you know, like the two-tone blue right there. That's definitely more like Walmart, you know. So let's I'm gonna move this over here so I can expand my artboard. We can just have fun. Okay, so really I just want to kind of throw some ideas on the wall here, and just kind of see where we go from there. And I don't know if I've ever seen, okay, so like in their current logo, so they've had hyphens this whole time except for when they first started. So the first one and then the last one have no hyphens at all. But what if we went all lowercase with it? I don't even know if Walmart would allow that, but you know what? They're going to today. So, and I would say that probably their biggest competitor, at least in terms of, you know, like the like the home shopping space, would probably be Target. I would imagine. That's a logo I would definitely never want to redesign, because, you know, like, what would you do? Like, what would you do with the Target logo? It's just, it really is perfect. It's already a Target. So what would you do with it? Okay. Although that may be a good challenge, you know, is just to see what I could actually do with redesigning the Target logo. So this is interesting right here, and I could see this, you know, like, I could see Walmart trying to rebrand themselves as like a sophisticated company or something like that, and like the lowercase can definitely tend to lend itself to that. I'm trying to make this just a little bit smaller so you can still see it, and that way we've got plenty of space here. I think I'm gonna ditch this color, although I am gonna leave it on here because you never know what could happen. I'd like to see what this looks like here. I can get rid of this block in like the traditional Walmart blue. That's actually pretty cool. And I could see this on, like, I could easily see that on trucks, on packaging, things like that. Still, my only apprehension with it is the fact that we've got 2 A's in there and only 1 star for the A. So, like, logically, if you were to look at this, then you would expect to see both of the A's being the star, and like that's definitely too much. But I wonder, let's see, what if they went like super trendy and got rid of the vowels altogether? I don't know exactly what I'm doing here. I'm like just a crazy, it was like a crazy villain. It's like, ooh, what can I do with this? And what if, you know, let's see, might as well, if we're saying what if we just combine it all together? Okay, the R and the T definitely don't work like that, so just do that, and let's go in. I really don't know what I'm doing here. I'm really just kind of, I don't know if I'm stalling or if I'm just having a brilliant idea. Am I having a brilliant idea? Tell me. Okay. All right. I'm not a big, you know what? I'm not a fan of the lowercase at all, actually. So I'm just gonna do this over here, and I want to see what I can do with this actual font. Want the star in there. And what if we did something kind of like a, you know, like Walmart starred, or you know, like kind of putting it in the space where you would normally see like an exponent in mathematics or something like that. So bring this in. Let's kind of give this a little bit of breathing room. Bring this in as well. And you could easily, so like let's create outlines with this one. and get it exactly here at the upper right, and then just kind of diagonally push it out until we optically, yeah, I think that's good right there. And you could try this in a variety of colors. And one thing that I've never actually seen before, and it's not present in any of theirs, is what if you just focused on the W? If you're gonna focus on the W, it's probably gonna need a little bit more of a personality. So let's give it some slabs, and maybe an irregular weight. I think that would be interesting. And is there a way to combine these two in an interesting way? Let's see. Let's try this. Obviously, the logo needs to be able to work in solid black, and that's probably not gonna, it's just probably not gonna work as one color. But let's just kind of see what we can do here. Is there any way that we can? Well, maybe we could put it down here. That's interesting. Or what if we did this? Let's get it exactly where those points are, and see if we can get it to touch. It's one of those things where you just got to be super, super careful with it. The shape of that W is obviously not 100% symmetrical. Why does this remind me of something? I don't really know. Or, wait a minute. You got the W and the M. Oh. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's interesting. Okay. So for something like this, let's go to our outlines. And as you can see, it's not really lining up perfectly with that shape right there. But what you could do is, let me think here. Do something like this. Outline mode is fantastic. Bring this in. Go about right there. Although we've got a weird shape going on there, don't we? And then bring this over here. That way that matches up with that. Although we still have a weird shape going on. Yeah, but what you could do is you could combine these together using our Pathfinder, and then go in here and make those adjustments. Just kind of pull this out a little bit. There we go. That's interesting and very, very. It's a little bit more of a modern approach, but it still has like a classic, like a classic idea behind it. We need to pull this out as well, just a touch, and do the same thing down here. Okay, so got your W and your M, and you could probably set this up here. The star is awfully small, isn't it? I wonder if you could do like a row of stars maybe underneath. I don't know. Gotta find some way to get that star in there. You could do this, just put it like right here or something, but I don't know. Or what if we just did this? What if we made it the same height? as the W and M. So that would be 4 inches. And maybe it could help to balance out some of that negative space over here. Of course, you know, this is just for thinking like an emblem type of thing, but yeah, so you could do something like this. And I think for something like this, if I were to actually spell out Walmart at the bottom, which I think I would ditch the star altogether. And then, actually, you know what you could do as well is draw like a little border around it. I wonder how I'm doing on time. I haven't even looked. And you would definitely need to thicken it up. I think 8 point looks good there. You could also, I should actually refine the type before I do something like this, but I just want to see what it looks like. You could do something like that. You know, the W and the M together. Yeah, so let's go in here. Let's expand the appearance so we get a nice consistent stroke right there, and it's no longer a stroke, it's now a fill. So 2 inch, and then let's go in and kern. I'm probably running out of time, so I just want to get this done, get this part finished as quickly as I can to see if I can actually finish the logo itself, because I actually do like this. And then also highlighting the W and the M as caps, but I wonder if it would be too much to make it the same color as that light blue right there. So we are at 1 1/4 inch, and then for something like this, you would just kind of grab these two, make sure that they're aligned. Let's combine this as one shape, and then we'll grab these two. Just kind of see how we do with spacing. Okay, I think 1/2 inch is good, and then this needs to be more like maybe 1 inch or something like that. Or you could do like a horizontal layout like that. I don't know, it's kind of difficult, isn't it? It's like there's not really an obvious solution going on there, but I do want to highlight these real quick and just kind of see how that would look. That's interesting. I think that I would probably go in and refine those colors and just make them work maybe a little bit better and give them some more contrast. Let's see how we're doing with time. Oh, I've got 1.5 minutes left. Okay, so let me look at some blues. I'll just make this, set that as the base color, and look at some shades of blue. I need a nice, okay, so here's a nice rich royal blue. Let's go in there and grab these two. It's a little bit bright, but it's fine. And let's highlight these as well. I don't know about that. I don't think that those two necessarily look good together. We need something that's a little bit more muted, I think, for those lighter versions. Okay, try that, and then we'll balance it out with a nice dark blue. Okay, that's looking better. This has more more of a cornflower type of look. So let's grab these and then maybe grab like a lighter version. Not so saturated, maybe something like that. Interesting. And of course, you know, you want to make sure that it works all in one color, and it does. And as much as I like the W and the M, combining that together, you know, oh, there's my timer. Okay. Let me stop that. And now, so let's just kind of take a look at some, let me just give a little bit of commentary on this. So I think that as much as I like the W and the M, I like it much better inside of this solid shape for the background right here. I think this could work well on, you know, things like name tags and things like that. However, I don't know if it necessarily speaks to the Walmart brand itself, but I like the idea of it, and I think that it could easily be refined. So let's just kind of take a look at everything else. You know, what we did here, just kind of go down the classic route and replacing that first A with a star, calling back to the 1992 logo. I've always really liked that. I like the simple Walmart text with the star, like the recognizable star. Not a fan at all of the abstract star that they introduced in 2008. And I was thinking of going like a little bit more of a radical direction with the colors and everything. And I think that this could possibly work well if you had like a full rebrand going on. But as a jumping off point, I think that I think any of these could work really well, but I think that, you know, like with a completely different look that's not in any way familiar to the past, this W and M is interesting. And I don't know, I may play around with it a little bit more. And who knows, I may even do an update video on it, like with full branding, like mock-ups and everything, because I really think that taking this a little bit further could really work for the brand. So let me know what you think about all of this in the comments, and also let me know which logo I should redesign next. All right, well, thanks a lot for watching me redesign the Walmart logo. That was fun. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe at the bottom, and also click the bell for notifications to be notified of all new content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.